boy. That's it. That's freaking it. Y'all done pissed me off for the last freaking time. Woo! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. Links in the description. And I'm getting sick and tired of you stupid commenters that think you're smarter than me, that think you know more because you have a bigger house than me. Oh my God. Now, what is this rant about, ladies and gentlemen? Well, today, as I sit in my car on this beautiful Monday while I do taxes indoors, it's literally sunny and 75 out. I'm doing freaking taxes for losers like you. Anyway, all these people have been leaving comments on my videos because I mentioned in one of my videos that I live in a 3-bedroom townhouse. Now, there's a lot of hatred against townhomes. Why? Because in America, you gotta have the white picket fence and the huge yard and your dog Rover, who craps everywhere and leaves piss stains in the grass. And you gotta have 4 or 5 bedroom house on a nice little neighborhood with trees in it, okay? And if you don't have that, you know, because you saw that in the movie, if you don't have that, then I guess you're just a broke loser, huh? Well, guess what? I think owning a townhome is one of the smartest things you can do for your personal life. Why do I say that? Number one, and I want to clarify something, okay? One person left a comment, and they said, townhomes don't go up in value as much as traditional single-family homes, so you're not a good investor. Well, guess what, loser? I don't buy a freaking house as an investment. The house I live in is not an investment. It's an expense that I want to minimize as much as humanly possible. And if you have a big house and you spend a lot of money on mortgage payments because you got to impress your little neighbors because you're so successful, guess what you can't do? You can't max your tax advantage accounts and buy total world stock market index funds. So there you go. Shove it, loser. I don't want to hear any crap about my townhome anymore. Oh, it's not cool. It's not amazing like a 4-bedroom white picket fence house with Rover taking a crap in the yard. I don't care. Now, here's my reasons for buying a townhome. And could I have bought a traditional house? Abso-freaking-lutely I could have. Nothing was stopping me from buying a house. But when you're shopping for homes, number one, you don't need to think of your home as an investment. It's not a freaking investment, okay? It's just something that takes money out of your pocket. If you think you're going to make money because your home's going to go up in value, you might be sorely mistaken. In some areas, well, I mean, in a lot of areas, home prices do appreciate. In other areas, they can actually go down. So you can buy a home as an investment, and you can think of it as an investment, but it's not a freaking investment, especially if you lose money. And if you look over the long term, home prices really only grow at the rate of inflation, roughly. And yes, there are some places that grow faster, but on average, if you look across the United States, you look back a long time, it basically matches inflation, okay? That's not even an that's a 0% return investment if you're matching inflation, okay? Your home is not a freaking investment. The bigger your home, the more money you freaking spend, and the less money you have to buy really good assets like total world index funds. So, what was my reasoning for buying a townhome? Okay. Number one, like I said 1,000 times in this video, I don't want a huge mortgage payment. I have a pretty small mortgage. Okay. And I have 3 bedrooms. I have 3 bedrooms, which is enough for 2, 3 kids. I mean, even 4 if you make them all bunk. But I've got 3 bedrooms. And my mortgage payment is small. And my expenses are small. And that allows me not making a ton of money to max my tax advantage accounts. If I went because, oh, I'm a CPA, oh, I deserve a huge house because I'm successful. If I went and did that and bought a huge freaking house because I'm a CPA, well, guess freaking what? I wouldn't have any money to freaking save, and I'd be working my butt off my entire freaking life. And I don't want to do that, okay? So I'll sacrifice having a big stupid house with a big stupid yard, having a smaller townhome to save freaking money, okay? Now, what are the other reasons that I bought a townhome? Well, another reason I bought a townhome is they're low freaking maintenance, okay? I have an HOA, which is like $60 a month, and people keep freaking messaging me. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I have an HOA, $60 a month. They cut my freaking grass, the front yard. I don't have to do that. The backyard is literally the size of like a bed, okay? Maybe a little bit bigger. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes with a freaking weed whacker to go out there and cut my backyard. So instead of spending my weekends, God, people keep messaging me. Instead of spending my weekends cutting freaking grass like a chump after working all week, I go out there in 5 minutes, boom, it's freaking done. And then I have time to do other things like make money, like go on YouTube, maybe tutor or do side gigs. But if you have a big freaking yard, guess what you're going to be freaking doing on the weekend? You just work all week, you do taxes or whatever, you're tired, and then, oh, Bobby, you got to cut the grass. It's looking long. You got to get out there and cut the freaking grass for like 2 hours, and you got to weed whack. It's a freaking pain. So I get tons of time saved. I save tons of freaking time by having a small house, okay, having a small backyard. I also don't have to clean the house that much, okay? Yeah, the house gets dirty. Everybody's house gets dirty. But guess what? It's a smaller home, so it takes me a lot less time to clean, okay? Now, I'm not spending time in the backyard. I'm not spending a lot of time cleaning. I'm not paying a lot of money. That frees up a lot of money and a lot of time. If you have money and time on your side, that's how you build true wealth, okay? That's all you freaking need. So yes, I intentionally bought a townhome to save freaking money. And I think it's worked out well. Now, you got to be careful. If you have a smaller place like a townhome, number one, make sure you live in a good neighborhood, okay? So, I mean, I have neighbors on both sides, but guess what? I don't freaking hear a thing. I don't hear a thing. I've never heard any screaming. I mean, sure, my neighbors have heard, me getting yelled at or something, but or my kid crying, but I've never heard any of my neighbors at all, okay? But you do need to understand your neighborhood and your neighbors to make sure they're not freaking losers, okay? Be careful of that. But it's really not that bad of a gig. I mean, I feel like I have my own place. I mean, I don't feel like I'm in a freaking apartment, so it's not that bad. And I have so much time on my hands. That's how I can do YouTube. That's how I can do all this other crap instead of spending my weekends slaving away. So if you're looking at buying a house, at least consider one. Like, it's not the end of the world if you have a townhouse. Yeah, some losers might make fun of you. Oh, you don't have a big house with a big yard like me, so my dog can go out. Who freaking cares, man? Most people are broke idiots and they're clowns. So, that's my rant for today, ladies and gentlemen. Get the house that suits your needs, okay? If you want a townhome, it's actually not a bad deal, okay? I specifically chose one on purpose, and I'm glad I did. Just be really careful with the townhome, because if you get a small place, you got to stop your significant other from buying crap. Because if more crap comes in the house, it gets really crowded. But if you keep it to buying crap to a minimum and you value your time, I think a townhome's the way to go. So I don't hear your freaking crap anymore about me not having a freaking 4 or 5 room, 10-story house. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go back to work. Talk to you later. Chew.